Okay, guys, I'm going to be showing all of the breathing styles. I'm going to be doing all the breathing styles I know, and if you guys want to request some, just let me know in the chat which one I should do. Okay, there we go. So, yep, got my sword right here. Let me fix you and I real quick. There you go. So, yeah, I have my sword right here. Let's take it out. I'm gonna have to do all these with one hand, so if I don't do these really good, I'm sorry. I just couldn't because I have the camera in my hand and I can't show my face. So I might end up switching hands every now and then. So I'm going to be starting off with Zenitsu's breathing style. And if y'all do not know what breathing style that is the thunder breathing. And I'm only doing the first form and the three forms in the first form that he knows. So, yeah. Well, 4 counting the actual first form. So, I'm just gonna keep it out of the sheath for some of the breathing styles that I do. Let me actually get it out. There we go, I got it out. Okay. Thunder breathing. First form. Thunder, clap, and flash. So if you want to do a breathing, you have your Tsuba or sheath, whatever you want to call it, on your waist, like with the belt. I have it right there, I just haven't put it on yet. And what that does is you put your sword in your sheath, and then you'd put your sheath with your sword that's in your sheath, and this part right here, and then since it's around your waist, it'd hold it. But I'm not putting that on yet, so this is the first form of thunder breathing. And before I actually do it, disclaimer, I don't care if y'all make fun of me. I don't care if y'all make fun of me just because, I don't care. I don't care. It's my life. But still. And when you do a breathing style, you want to put your hand right here and the other hand on the Tsuba or sheath. And then for thunder breathing, the first form of thunder breathing, you want to get down on your knees, and then you can, yeah. So yeah, that's how you do a breathing style in the anime. But yeah, here's my sword. Hold up, guys. I will be right back. Okay, so thunder breathing. First form is thunderclap and flash. So when Zenitsu does it, it's thunder breathing. First form, and then he gets down like this. Then thunderclap and flash. And then in the anime, he like zooms forward, and then he holds his sword out there, and then he's still going, and it'll cut the demon's neck off eventually. Like, so it'll go like he's speeding, sword hits the demon's neck. Upper if it's an upper moon, I can't remember if I'm saying that right. I'm pretty sure I am. But if it's an upper moon, it's a little bit harder. And what he does is he just stays there as he's zooming forward, and he has the blade against the demon's neck. And eventually, the demon's neck will be cut off. So this was what would happen. And then he'd get down, and then he'd cut the demon's neck off. Then the demon would be dead. Now, for first form and for the second form that's in the first form, it'd be the thunderclap and flash fourfold. Well, not fourfold, eightfold. Which he uses if there's multiple demons, and they're all like and they're like just normal demons and not higher or lower moons. He just uses it if you want eightfold or the other one that I'm going to show you after. So thunder breathing first form eightfold, thunderclap and flash eightfold. He'd zoom around, and then he'd just cut demons necks off, and then he'd just keep doing that until they're all dead. And then for the other one that I'm going to show you is for upper moons, lower or upper moons, which he goes way faster, but not as fast as the last one though. And then he just zooms around and just boom, 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 boom. Or he does that just to get a multi-hit off on a upper or lower moon. Now, for the last one, he uses it super fast, and he only uses this when against the main character. And I've only seen him use it once or twice, but I know he's gonna use it against the Demon King. I already know that. So what he does, it's called Thunderclap and Flash. First, thunder breathing first form, Thunderclap and Flash, Godspeed. And what that essentially does is that I'm pretty sure it moves him faster than the speed of light. And then he just like gets a multi-attack off, like boom, 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 boom. Like you can't even see his sword hitting the demon. And then he just gets down on the ground and then puts his sword back in his tsuba, which my tsuba is right there. Now, for water breathing, I only know like 4 of the breathing styles. So I'm going to show you only the 4 breathing styles of water breathing. Or no, 3, not 4. 3 the 3 breathing styles that I know of water breathing. So the first one, okay, so what he essentially does is, for the first one is the 10th form that Tanjiro and Tomioka know, but Tanjiro can only go to the 10th form, and it's called Constant Flux. Pretty sure the last one that I'm going to show you is called Constant Flow. But yeah, constant flex is he jumps up in the air really high, takes his sword out, and then says water breathing, 10th form, constant flex. And what that does is it summons a giant water dragon behind his sword, this part's really cool. Summons a giant water dragon above his sword, and then what that does is he just this is boom boom, and then slices down, and then that'll like kill the demon if it's a lower moon or just a normal demon. Now, the next one I know, only Tomioka I've saw do it so far, and that is water breathing 11th form. And that's water breathing 11th form, calm drop, which if his enemy is hiding, what he does, pulls his sword out. And this is what he does. Slowly puts it on the ground like that, and then it'll just put them in like a calm room, and then it'll be like his sword will be like a water droplet falling into water, like really calmly. And what that does is that locates his enemy and like shows him where he's at basically. And then the next one I know is called Constant Flow. Well, the last one I know is called Constant Flow. And what that does is it just, you take your sword out, and you and Tomioka do this. It's water breathing, I'm pretty sure it's 5th form. Pretty sure it's 5th form. But still. Takes his sword out, and then this is what he does. You don't even have to swing hard, it's just constant flow, like this. And then you don't even have to swing hard. Yeah, so that's the one that I know. Then I also know the first form of Hinokami Kagura, which is Hinokami Kagura, first form, clear blue sky. And what he does is what Tanjiro does is he takes his sword out, and then he pulls it straight up. And if y'all watch One Piece, and you know Onigiri, it's kind of like that, but it's like immediate. So what he does is here, hold up, let me turn my light on. It's kind of dark in here. There we go. So he takes his sword, and then he very quickly does this, and then in a full circle, and then it's a full circle of fire. So it'd be like that, the fire, and then it would have his sword waving, and then it'd slice the demon's neck off. And if it doesn't hit the demon's neck and slice it, it would hit one of the demon's body parts, and that'd make it. So it takes them really long to regenerate, and it feels like their flesh is burning. So the next one I know is flame breathing 9th form, and what that is Rengoku, or otherwise known as Kyojuro. It's his 9th form, so he goes flame breathing 9th form, and then Rengoku, Mesozoic era, and then he just stabs them, and it's kind of like sun breathing, but it's weaker, and it doesn't slow down their regeneration, but what it does is it feels like they're burning, their flesh is burning, but it doesn't slow down their regeneration. And also, I know another one that I just remembered. It's the 5th form, I think. Hold up, I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. So it's called, I'm pretty sure it's Flame Breathing 5th form, and then it's like Flame Tiger or something. And it's basically like Constant Flux, but it's a tiger made out of flames, and it just follows his sword. And then, so if he cuts the demon's neck off, yeah, the demon would definitely be, oh, okay. So, just trying to think of some more. Uh, hmm. Where's some more that I know? Can't think of any more right now. I'm gonna look some up. That's how desperate I am right now. I'm gonna look some up. Gosh, hold up. Let me put this back in my sheath and put the belt on. So guys, I'll still be talking. I just need to put the sword back in the sheath and put the belt on. So I can put the sheath on my leg. So guys, if there's anything you guys want to ask me, just ask me real quick while I'm putting the belt on. Okay, let me put the sheath in the thing. Okay. Got to turn on my computer. So, yeah, got that right there. So yeah, what they do to take out the swords in it, like really quick, is you'd put your thumb right here on the edge of the guard, then you'd put your thumb right here, and then you'd push up. So, hold up. Kind of be like this. But you gotta push up way harder. And then they'd take their sword out, and then boom. Oh yeah, WR Edits, if you're still in here, this is an anime thing. And then their Suba would stay there. Oh. Didn't do that. Okay, hold up. Let me get my phone. I gotta. Let me put this back in my sheet. Okay, so hold up. Let me go to Opera GX. Okay, so I'm gonna search up all demon. Demon Slayer. Breathing Styles. Hold up. Hold up. Okay, there we go. So, gotta find the forms. Okay, so there's Raging Sun, which, so there's Raging Sun, which, here, I'm gonna get this order. It just sets it just unleashes a set of attacks really quick, but what it does is it feels like they're burning, like it. So if you guys are so if someone's watching this and they were here when I showed off sun breathing, and I showed off the first form, they know what I'm talking about. But it slows down the demon's regeneration, and it just feels like their flesh is burning. Next is Burning Bones Summer Sun, which what that is it just he just goes around, cuts their bones off, then he cuts their neck off. Now, if someone did that to me, I'd be pretty mad. Now there's a setting sun formation, which I'm not doing. I'm not gonna actually fully do it because I cannot do a backflip. But what Tundra does, he does a backflip, and then he slashes with like a horizontal, which is that, and then yeah, then there's Solar Heat Haze, which is just solar heat, and then Beneficent Radiance. He executes an aerial move, which that means he jumps up and then does a 360 with the sword out spinning, and then his sword hits the neck, and he used it against Rui. Not gonna show you all of them. So there's the first form, Water Surface Slash, which just slashes. It's pretty weak. Then there's Water Wheel. He jumps up and does a full-on front flip with the sword spinning with them, and that's the Water Wheel. So now I gotta scroll down. Then his second form is Improved Lateral Water Wheel, which I don't know how to explain that one. So, third form is Flowing Dance, which this is what it does. he just jumps around with the sword, and it actually does damage as he's doing it to the demon, and then he eventually cuts the demon's head off. Now, fourth form is Striking Tide, which he does a lot of slashes at once in a smooth way to make a lot of slashes at once. So he just boom. Then there's also fourth form Striking Tide Tourbillon, which I can't explain that one either. Okay, there's also fifth form Blessed Rain After the Drought. So this is the most merciful killing form in the entire technique. It involves changing the grip on the sword and striking an opponent in a way that is devoid of pain. Can't do that one. Sixth form is Whirlpool. The user bends their body and uses their sword to create a swirl. So, of air that cuts through everything trapped in it. So, the demon was right next to me. I was fighting him. I do this, and then anything that was in that area would die. Now there's seventh form, which is Drop Ripple Thrust, which means it is a rapid succession of strikes that creates the illusion of sword rain. So he'd just attack a lot while he's in the air, and I've seen him use this, but he'd attack a lot while he's in the air, and then as he's falling down, he'd pull a sword. He'd put a sword like that, and then boom. And he'd land, and then the demon would die. Now, eighth form is Waterfall Basin, which means he's just doing this, really hard. Boom, just really hard. Now, there's ninth form, Splashing Water Flow Tourbillon, which I can't explain that one. Then there's 10th form, which I already showed. Oh yeah, and I got the 11th form wrong. It's called Dead Calm, and I got the rest of it right. There was no 12th form. So there's first form, Unknowing Fire, which the user sprints at the target before releasing a horizontal attack aimed at the target's neck before beheading. So he'd dash forward, and then it's kind of like thunder breathing, but it's horizontal slash. So instead of it doing this, it'd go like that, or other way around like this. So yeah, then second form is Rising Scorching Sun, which is just if the enemy was right there, I'd do this. This is what he does. Instead of his sword being like this, he'd turn his sword with the blade facing him, and then second form, Rising Scorching Sun, and then he does either that and then stops it right there, or he doesn't, he starts it back here and does this. Scorching Sun. Okay. Third form is Blazing Universe, which is, this is an exact opposite of the first form, as the user strikes in a downwardly curving vertical slash from a high position. So instead of the first form when you're on the ground, you'd be in the air and then you'd use it. Now, there's fourth form, Blooming Flame Undulation, which means the user defends himself in oncoming strikes by performing a single slash or mini slashes if necessary, in a circular motion in order to decapitate numerous enemies at once. Now there's fifth form, Flame Tiger, which I showed you, and I got ninth form wrong. It was Rengoku esoteric art. Now there's thunder breathing. I already showed you the first form. Second form is Rice Spirit. So it'd be boom, 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 boom. And that'd be second form. Second form is called Rice Spirit. Third form, Thunder Swarm. He launches himself and launches a multi-directional assault, which makes it to where enveloping his opponent with successive waves and curved electrical charges. I'll be right back. So guys, I gotta go get in the shower. I'm gonna end the stream and then I'm gonna start streaming again. And I am gonna be on the fourth form. So if y'all like anime and y'all like seeing me do this stuff, subscribe to me, drop a like, both or one or another, or you don't have to do it, but it really helps me though. I'm trying to reach my goal of 250 subscribers, so if y'all want to help me out with that, go ahead. See you guys in the next stream.